Hi everyone, this is Miles Mortgage Alba. You can call me Sir Miles, and I would like to welcome you to my business finance class. So before that, the first topic that we're going to discuss is the introduction to financial management. And we have this following objective. First, explain the major role of financial management and the different individuals involved. Second, distinguish a financial institution from financial instrument and financial market. And third, explain the flow of funds within an organization through the form of enterprise and the role of financial manager. So before we proceed to the proper discussion, uh, let me ask you the following question. Okay, so first, how much is your daily allowance? So if not given daily, how much is your average allowance per day? Okay. Next, write down all items you spend money on and list the description of this amount spent. Next, compute the balance of your allowance by deducting the expenses you listed from your daily allowance. So after you compute your daily allowance and the money that you spend on, okay, the last thing that you need to do is, if the answer to the question C is positive, what do you do with the money left? Okay, so for example, sobra yung daily allowance mo, ano yung ginagawa mo doon sa perang na sobra? Okay? And if the answer is negative, where do you get the additional money? So if ever nakulang yung daily allowance mo and sobra yung expenses mo lagi, saan mo kinukuha yung additional money that you need every day? Okay? You can write it in any piece of paper, or you can type your answer through Microsoft Word. Okay. Now, to the first topic, let us define what is corporate organization structure. So for your information, this is example of corporate organization structure. So we have the shareholders, the board directors, and the president or the CEO. So usually these are the top management of a corporation. And yung nasa lower part are the VP for marketing, VP for finance, VP for production, and also we have the VP for administration. So we will determine each para mas maging madaling maintindihan kung sino nga ba or kung ano yung trabaho ng isang shareholders, board of director, president, and VPs. Okay? Now, we proceed to the shareholders. So shareholders are the elect the board of directors. Each share held is equal to one voting right. So since the BOD is elected by the shareholders, their responsibility is to carry out the objective of the shareholders. Otherwise, they would not be elected in that position. So, class, the shareholders are the one who give or provide capital to the corporation. So, kung ilan yung money na niligay nila sa isang corporation, that will be equal to their voting rights or to their power to the corporation. So they are also the one who elects to the board of directors. So they will once they elect the BOD, they are the one who will responsible to carry the objectives of the shareholders to the corporation. Okay. Next, we have the board of directors. So when we say board of directors, this is the highest policy making body in a corporation. So the board's primary responsibility is to ensure that the corporation is operating to serve the best interest in the stockholders. Okay, so the following are among the responsibilities of board of directors. So class, the BOD are the highest policy making body in a corporation wherein tiga-point po sila ni shareholders. So they are responsible to the corporation when it comes to operating to serve the best interest of a of the stockholders. So aside from that, they have different responsibilities. So first, setting policies on investment, capital structure, and dividend policies. We also have approving the company strategies, goals, and budgets. So they are the one who will approve if the strategy or goals and budget is good enough for the company. We also have appointing and removing members of the top management, including the president. So they also have the power to appoint and to remove a member to the corporation. So aside from that, they also determining top management's compensation and approving the information and other disclosures reported in the financial statement. So they have the power to control kung kanino ibibigay yung financial statement ng isang corporation. Next, we have the president, or also known as the CEO. Okay, so sabi kanina, president is also appointed by the shareholders. So the roles of president, the corporation may vary from one company to another. Okay, so ibig sabihin po nito, nakadepende po sa isang korporasyon kung ano po yung responsibilidad niya bilang isang CEO or bilang isang president. Okay, iba-iba po ang kada kumpanya. So among the responsibilities of a president are the following. First is to overseeing the operation of a company and ensuring that the strategies as approved by the board are implemented as planned. So he or she is the one who will operate the company. Okay, then he will ensure the strategies that if approved by the board of directors. Okay, so next, performing all areas of management, which is the planning, the organizing, the staffing, directing, and controlling. So dapat he have or she have the idea kung ano yung nangyayari sa planning, sa organizing, staffing, and etc. Okay? Aside from that, he also the one or she is also the one who will represent the company in professional, social, and civic activities. So siya yung magiging face ng isang corporation. So every time na magkakaroon ng isang activity sa isang lugar, tapos na-invite yung corporation nyo, he will be the one who will go or represent the company. Next, we have the VP. Okay, the VP for marketing. So here are some responsibilities of VP for marketing. First, he or she the one who will formulate the marketing strategies and plans. So the first thing na dapat asikasuhin or gawin ng isang VP for marketing is the marketing strategies and plans. So he need to determine if ano yung mga strategies na magiging effective para magkaroon ng magandang sales ang isang company. Next is directing and coordinating company sales. Next is performing the market and competitor analysis. So tandaan po, yung VP for marketing is nakatoka din po siya sa competitor analysis. So kamusta or sino yung mga kalaban ng kumpanya. Okay, so once he determined already the competitor, so magiging maganda or magkakaroon siya ng magandang plano kung paano i-market yung products or service ng isang company. Next is analyzing and evaluating the effectiveness and cost of marketing methods applied and conducting or directing research that will allow the company identify new marketing opportunities, example given variants of existing product service already offered in the market. So sila din po yung hahawak ng research about the marketing opportunities. Okay? Kung may nakita silang opportunity from the market, so sila po yung mag-handle. Okay? Kasi kapag nakita nila yung opportunities, it will be a good opportunity for them to have a good sale of product and service. Next is promoting good relationship with customers and distributors. So isa to sa pinakamahalagang responsibilidad ng isang VP for marketing because they are the one who will face the customers or the clients. Okay, so they are the one who will make sure na maganda yung relationship between customers and company. Next, we have the VP for production. So the following are among the responsibilities of VP for production. So first is to ensure the production meets customer demand. When we say customer demand, ito po yung numbers of product that the customer buy to the companies. Okay, so they need to make sure na alam nila or kung nami-meet ba nila yung customer demands ng isang kumpanya. Okay, dapat parehas yung production number nila sa number of customer demands. Next, we have identifying production technology process that minimize production costs and make the company cost competitive. So para mabawasan yung madaming gastos in production, they need to identify technologies or processes that minimize the production cost. So if ever may nabalitaan sila or may na-research sila na isang technology na minimize yung production cost nila, they are the one who will tell it to the CEO and other high management so that it will cost the company less. Okay. Next, we have the coming up with production plan that maximize the utilization company's production facilities. So sila din po yung mag-handle about the production facilities because they are the one who will make the products or the service of a company. So they need also to maximize the utilization or magamit nila ng husto yung production facilities nila. Next, we have identifying adequate and cheap raw materials suppliers. So they need to identify also kung saan merong good quality but cheap raw material suppliers. So they will call or they need to go to different suppliers and ask kung ano yung mga raw materials na kung saan they need also to determine if magkano yung isang raw materials na yon. Now we proceed to VP for administration. So what are the responsibilities for VP for administration? First is coordinating any functions of administration, finance, marketing department. So since they are handling human resource or they are the human resource of the company, okay, they need to make sure that they have a good relationship with other part of a company such as finance and marketing department. So aside from that, they will assist other departments in hiring employees. So they are the one who will assess kung sino yung dapat na i-hire na empleyado. And aside from that, they need to provide assistance in payroll preparation, payment of vendors, and collection of receivables. So they are the one who will make sure that na-prepare po yung yung salaries ng mga empleyado sa isang korporasyon. Okay, and last, determining the location and maximum amount of office space needed by the company. So they need to identify, the identifying means, the process, or the system that will minimize the operating cost of the company. So yan po yung trabaho ng isang VP for administration. And last, we have the VP for finance. So the role of VP for finance is to determine the appropriate capital structure of the company. So as you know, it is really important na meron tayong VP for finance, because every time na magkakaroon or we will venture into business, it is really important on how we hold the money of a corporation or a business. Okay, we know how to manage our finances. Okay, dapat alam niya kung paano gagamitin yung pera ng isang kumpanya. So the capital structure refers how much of your total assets is financed by debt and how much is financed by equity. So isa yun po sa mga trabaho ng isang VP for finance. So aside from that, we have the functions of financial manager. So ito po yun. We have the financing, the investing, the operating, and the dividend policy. So when we say financing decision, so the financing decision include in making decisions as how to finance long-term investment and working capital, which deals with the day-to-day operation of the company. So it is really important, class, na meron tayong magaling na VP for finance. He or she knows kung ano ba talaga yung trabaho ng isang finance. Okay, so kasi it will affect the business or the company once na magkaroon or mag-provide siya ng financial statement sa isang company. So dito, kapag ano yung binigay nilang statement or financial statement sa isang CEO or sa shareholders, doon po tayo magbabase kung ano yung decision or action na gagawin natin. So he or she the one who will determine kung saan tayo mag-i-invest and kung ilan yung capital na gagamitin natin for day-to-day operation. Aside from that, the VP for Finance is also responsible for determining the appropriate capital structure of the company. Okay, so how much the total asset should be financed by debt and equity. So ilan po yung total assets na dapat na meron ng isang company and paano yung total assets na yon mababayaran yung mga utang na meron ng isang kumpanya. Okay, that is the functions of financial manager or VP for finance. So for your activity, you need to copy this role of financial managers, role of financial markets, and role of investor. So how would you relate the role of financial manager, the role of financial market, and the role of investor? So you need to write ano ba yung role ni financial managers at ano yung pinagkaiba niya dito sa dalawang ito. Okay, so you just write it to the box. And once you already finish to the activity, you can submit it to your G Classroom through assignment. Okay, so that will be the end of my recorded video discussion for the first topic. So I hope you gain knowledge and skills about the management of a corporation or the structure of a corporation. Okay, so I hope naging clear sa inyo kung ano yung trabaho ng bawat isa. So if you have any questions, clarifications, suggestions, please don't hesitate to contact me through Gmail or through Messenger. Take care, everyone. Thank you.